It is part of our nation's painful past. Attacks against people simply for who they are or how they dress. And it's still happening, even right now.
Advocates say one group of victims is transgender women, men who have chosen to live their lives as women. In fact, just this past Friday, D.C. police arrested a man in the stabbing death of a transgender woman at a Northeast bus stop. That attack happened February 2nd. Tonight, our Delia Goncalves gives us an inside look at a transgender life, the struggle for acceptance and the danger that sometimes follows.
They fled their native Nicaragua under the threat of war for a new life in America.
You have to be happy with who you are.
But finding happiness would put the family through one of its biggest challenges yet. Young Carlos wanted to become a girl.
Spanish has a problem with, gay.
The main obstacle was getting acceptance from Dad. After all, Carlos was his only son.
It was hard for him.
There wasn't a connection.
Carlos, now Consuela, loves her father, but says it was her mother who first embraced her.
I have one shirt that my mother bought me at Nordstrom's, and it's like the first time that she was like, you know what, if you're gonna be a girl, be a pretty girl.
It's been 20 years.
And I still have it in my closet. I'm never going to throw that away.
Consuela transitioned with some plastic surgery at 17, started hormone therapy at 18. We met with Consuela and her relatives over several visits.
Who is this person? Who is this person? Come here.
Family gatherings, big
Amen.
and small.
Seeing, what Suela went through in the 80s and 90s, I told my mom, I was like, we lucky to have her.
Consuela was attacked twice, once by an unknown man who broke her jaw, then here at the Stroll, a known prostitution strip where a group of transgender girls slashed her with a knife. When Consuela first transitioned, she says the only people like her were hookers. Many cast away to the streets, disowned by their families.
A lot of us would go hang out to be with like people.
But she has lost many friends who never had the same support.
There's a lot of girls out there who don't tell guys that they're transgender, and they go out on dates and they go out on dinners and and they sell them a lie, and then the guys find out and then they get violent.
Or she says it can happen when men find a transgender woman attractive but are ashamed.
Thank you, Laura. I love you.
Thank you. Love you.
Still, Consuela knows not everyone is comfortable around transgenders.
That acceptance.
So she is on a quest to raise awareness in hopes that if you take the time to meet her and her family, you'll give girls like her a chance.
Each pot is like $100.
Think that she has been my rock when I was weak, and I think I've been her rock when she's been weak. That's my sister. Can't do more than that, than accept who she is.
I like it.
In Frederick, Delia Goncalves, 9 News Now.
So, how did Consuela's father eventually accept his son was now his daughter? Delia has more on that tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. as she follows Consuela to work and finds out why she chose to become a woman.
Last Friday, D.C. police arrested a man in the stabbing death of a transgender woman at a Northeast Washington bus stop.
The stabbing was February 2nd. Advocates say more and more transgendered people are now the subject of ridicule and attack simply because people don't understand. Last night at 11, we introduced you to Consuella Lopez, born a man but living as a woman for the past 20 years.
This morning, Delia Goncalves tells us how Consuela's father came to terms with her decision and why she chose a path to personal happiness that sometimes leads to social stigma.
What is your hope for your daughter?
Well, looking forward, I want her to be happy.
And for the most part, she is. Consuella Lopez loves her family, her job, and herself. A long battle to find self-acceptance that started with a psychiatric evaluation at Johns Hopkins.
For a long time, I thought that it was just, I didn't know what had happened to me.
When we first met Consuela, she was living with her sister in Frederick.
Bye, Carl. Bye, Carla.
Commuting to her job in Friendship Heights.
I'm pretty passable in Frederick, where you kind of like adapt into living your life as a woman, being a woman, without not having too many people ridicule you.
After getting denied health insurance for what they called her gender disorder, she discovered she can get coverage in D.C.
Hi, Mana. Can I have my schedule?
Sure.
Thank you.
After struggling with college and several different careers, Consuela finally found her calling, returning to her roots and doing hair.
So we're doing the keratin today. There are girls out there like us who have brains, who go to work every day, who have a normal lifestyle.
But for years, Consuela struggled with doubt.
You kind of say to yourself, why did I do this? Could I have had a normal lifestyle if I just remained a guy or a boy and just been a gay male?
Until she finally accepted being transgender, for better or worse, makes her feel whole and happy.
I'm not trying to pass over as a girl. I'm trying just to live my life, like what my brain tells me. My brain tells me that I'm a woman.
So what does the future hold for Consuela? Advocacy, success, maybe even one day marriage.
Yes, maybe one day got a beautiful man or beautiful gay or something like that and making good life.
I'm gonna make salad, Daddy.
And perhaps full acceptance from her father, who says after 20 years, he's only 90% there. Delia Goncalves, 9 News Now.
And on being denied health insurance, Consuela says that was like a slap in the face, a reminder that there is still a long way to go for acceptance. But she hopes by sharing her story, more people will give girls like her a chance.